Don't hurt those pretty lips of yours, all right? They feature heavily in my future plans.
Wait, no!
I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can be sure I won't burn you. The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. You must have an extraordinary affinity for the darkness. I'm jealous.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderellimouse and I'm back today with Baldur's Gate 3. And in the last episode we had a little bit of kissy time, and Dirge and Karlach really want to get closer, but Karlach has that kind of infernal engine and she burns really hot, and I don't know, she's trying to figure out a way to kind of cool herself down a little bit. So I think Dirge might have an idea or two and maybe we can have a quick chat, but I do want to just quickly switch to her camp clothes. I think she just looks a little bit more approachable than when she's in her big barbarian outfit.
Hey you.
What's it like to not touch anyone for such a long time?
Sad. I couldn't let myself feel sad in the Hells. Letting my guard down would have been a death sentence. And letting, say, a Cambion near me would have been disastrous. I thought it best to keep my distance. But loneliness that deep gets into the marrow. Now that I'm here, among friends, I can feel it burning out of me. Little by little, step by step.
Oh, I love that. Like, that's really sad though. You know, she was in a situation where she just couldn't let herself be vulnerable and she couldn't let people get close. Karlach, I'd love to be able to touch you properly.
Where would you start?
I feel like these first two are a little bit romantic, and I feel like Dirge is a bit more of a physical, direct type person. But number 4, excuse me, it's a bit much. But number 4 is a little bit too spicy, I think. I don't know if I want to be that kinky. I like this one. I'd kiss you for as long as you'd let me.
All night, and then some. Gods, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
Oh, we're making it a bit too hot, I think. So there is also this other option.
Oh, hi.
Where we can say, I'd like to try cooling you down somehow.
If you have any ideas, I'm all for it. Give me all you've got.
I do have an idea actually, Karlach. Come over here with me to this kind of beach area. Let me just stand on this rock. Karlach, get over here, girl. And come in, get into this water. I don't know if the water will cool her off, but if it doesn't, we can maybe try a spell.
Oh, this is clever. Might even work. Come here.
Oh.
I'm dizzy. And you? Are you all right?
She's so cute. She's so sweet. Why aren't we a fire dragon? We'd be like fireproof, right? Got some bags under my eyes. I woke up at like 5 a.m. guys. I'm an 8 hours sleep kind of girl, and yeah, I show it on my face if I've not had my full 8 hours. So no permanent damage, and absolutely worth it.
I hope that's true. Because I'm hoping for seconds, thirds, and fourths once we find a way to cool off this engine.
Believe me, it's my top priority.
Mine too. Soon enough, you're going to be mine. But until then, I'll play nice. You have your fun with the others till then. I don't mind sharing, if I must. But keep a piece left over for me, hmm?
Oh, that's really sweet of her. Have fun with the others. Like, I don't know, that's nice. Like, they're just getting started in the relationship. I think that's quite healthy to be quite open at that point. I like this option. It's quite practical, him being quite a practical person. Whereas, like, we're fighting a lot of monsters and things. We don't know where this path is going to take us. We're in quite a situation, so let's just take things as they come.
That's the only way to take 'em, isn't it?
She gets it. She gets it. All right, my lovely. You can go back to your tent then. And I think I want to check in with Lae'zel, because she is normally on Dirge's team. Will can level up. I was going to say age up then. That's what happens when I play The Sims and like play Baldur's Gate. I get the language mixed up. Yeah, Will can age up. And I don't really want to do it before everybody can do it. I kind of want to do it all at once. So let's go and talk to Lae'zel, because Lae'zel is on his team, right, normally. And, you know, I think he's going to want to talk to her about that little spat that she had with Shadowheart the other day. And just check that that's over now.
Speak.
About your quarrel with Shadowheart.
It is over where I am concerned.
So I think when I said this with Cordia, I said that's a relief. We won't survive this if we don't stand together. But Dirge, again, very different person. I quite like this one. Like, a bit tongue-in-cheek, a bit jokey. I feel like they're at that stage where, like, Lae'zel would get that. I'll simply kill you both if it happens again.
Yes, I'm sure you believe that. Reality would not reflect your ego, I'm afraid.
Okay. I like that. I like that dynamic. I feel like Lae'zel will be into it. And then let's go and check in with Shadowheart as well. And just check, you know, again, Lae'zel's on our team. She's our little sister and we need to protect her from this scary woman.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest.
There is that. I'll be keeping an eye on both of you. I don't want a fight happening again.
Relax. We'll kiss and make up on our own time. Someone prodding at a newly opened wound doesn't help matters.
So I do ship Shadowheart and Lae'zel, like that, like enemies to lovers dynamic. I have never had them romance each other in the game, but maybe that's something I need to do at some point. But if you follow the actors on TikTok or on social media, I can't remember the names, but I'll put them up on screen. I'm bad with names, but they're so funny and they hang out together in real life all the time, and they've just got this great dynamic. They're so funny together. They really play on it, and I love that. Let's also check in with our other why have I got Karlach, not you. Let's also check in with our other little brother, our other younger sibling, our two problem children over here next to each other. Let's check in with the Starian.
To think Gales had this devastating war within himself the entire time and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
I don't know, Astarian, who would keep a big secret like that from the friends? I don't know. I don't know anyone in this camp that I'm looking at directly right now who would keep a big secret from his campmates. I I want to ask this Moonrise Tower. So in the last episode, well, for a while we've known that this See You Later Toby that has been running, kind of like infecting people with tadpoles and praying to the absolute. It has been operating out of a place called Moonrise Towers. We know that when Will's dad, the Duke Ravengard, was captured, that he supposedly had been taken to Moonrise Towers. So we know that this is a destination that we need to head to. Also in the last episode when we were talking to Halsin, he was also saying we really need to get to Moonrise Towers, but we've got to go through the Shadow Cursed lands. Now there's two ways to get there. We can go through the Underdark, which is Cordia's option because she's from the Underdark, she's familiar with it, so she feels like she could navigate that environment, you know, with not safety, but with some foreknowledge of what to expect. But there's also the Mountain Pass, and I'm thinking that we might send Dirge and Lae'zel, maybe Karlach and Astarion or Will out to the Mountain Pass to try and find that route, while we take Cordia down to the Underdark and kind of like explore that option. So we could do it both methods basically because we've got two teams. So yeah, what do you think is waiting for us? What do you think is waiting for us? Because that's how Dirge talks. What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
I feel like Astarion as Shadowheart could get very creative with their ideas for getting people to talk. Lae'zel as well, like team interrogation. That's what I'm saying for him for now. So what we have achieved on our journeys, what we've picked up on our travels. When we went to Druid's Grove originally, we found those adventurers who had been to the Goblin Camp, and they said that there was an entrance to the Underdark below the Goblin Camp, so we can go and look for that. We also know that one of the adventurers, who unfortunately was the dwarf called Brian, who ended up being roasted on a spit, we got a letter out of his pocket that gave us kind of like a clue of like how to get down there, or like something like this. So if I open Dirge's inventory, we've got where is it? Have I sent it to Cordia already? Okay, I guess he's already passed it over. So we've got this Selûnite journal, which is the journal that Dirge found when he was kind of in Priestess Gut's chambers, kind of rummaging around in there. And this gives us a little bit of a clue here. It says that chasm to the Underdark will stay sealed. So thus the interlocking circles will bring full moons to match the stars while casting darkness where it belongs at the bottom. The chasm to the Underdark will stay sealed. I confess the design is not foolproof to outsiders. I had to sacrifice complexity for material resilience. I've also wondered why Selûne took me from the halls of wonder to serve at this temple as a priestess. Perhaps this was the reason. So this is some kind of architect that's sealed a chasm to the Underdark, and this is the poem from the dwarf Brian that also told us a little bit. A son of Selûne fell here in the dark below, and we sealed his grave in her holy glow. May the full moon never touch the stars once more. May the darkness never conquer the Moon Maiden's door. Found the door under the temple. We think the moon's turn, but which way? So I think Dirge is gonna. We basically cleared the Goblin Camp, so it's relatively safe. I think Dirge is gonna give those things to Cordia and say, right, you go. I think there might be a temple there to explore. I kind of saw a bit of a cave system. Go and look that way. So yeah, that is their plan. Brain, please continue to work. Like, I like this as well because obviously Cordia is a drow. She's a drow not of Lolth but of Elisteri, who's the good aligned drow. And I feel like she also has this idea of like, there might be more people I could help in the Underdark. If I can find a passage to the surface, you know, maybe I can help people, you know, because they do have, you know, like a slave system down there. So maybe she can help people escape and find some freedom back up on the surface. So that's kind of what's going through her head. And also Shadowheart, she seems very, very curious about the Underdark because she's heard these rumours of the Dark Justiciars, which is what she aspires to be, and you know, an old temple down there or something. So you know, we can definitely go and check that out too on Shadowheart's behalf. We're going to take Gale because Gale is part of Team A, and then I'm debating whether to take Astarion with us and have Will go with Dirge. I want
Shouldn't
for
have
their
wished to live
team. I
in
do
more
want Dirge to
interesting
go with
times.
Karlach because Karlach has this this dowry ring that we need to go and give back up in that direction at Joaquin's Rest that we completely forgot to do. I kind of want to take Lae'zel up there as well because obviously we're looking for the Githyanki Crash, which we believe is out in that direction. I'm thinking Will go with that team because his dad was taken from there, so there might be more clues. So it makes sense that he would go that way. But I don't know because I do like Astarion to go with Dirge. Yeah, so I think this is going to be Dirge's team then. Dirge, Karlach, Lae'zel, and Will, because that makes sense that they would all go in that direction. They have a reason to do that. And yeah, and I'm going to send them over to Joaquin's Rest and we can take the dowry ring back. Joaquin's Rest.
Teachers care when we would be reckless.
I'm a bit concerned about where am I going? Over here, okay.
Moving ahead.
So if you remember, this is the inn that was on fire. We rescued Councillor Floric from there, who knows Will's dad. Words are hard. And yeah, and Karlach also saved that guy and went and found the dowry ring. But like an idiot, I totally forgot to give him back. So hopefully he's still up here. And again, this is a great place for if you need camp supplies. Say you're doing like an Unamazement playthrough. If you go into that kind of main building, the bottom floor has a lot of kind of beer and wines and things like that. Yeah, he's still here. Okay. Hello. I found the dowry. Got to do Karlach's voice. Hey, I found the dowry. Here.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you. I need some time alone with her. To say goodbye.
No problem. Glad we could help, finally, after all that time. So, yeah, they are mission complete. I'm going to have them carry on exploring the area, but I don't know how long this video is going to be, and I have got a bit of an idea, because we've got two things going on, basically. I don't want to confuse you all too much. Oh, Gale can age up. Gale can wizard up now. Oh, the other thing that I do want to do, I've got this weird idea about the drow.
And so is it done.
Karlach, come and pick up this drow. I like the idea of Cordia returning the drow to the Underdark, even if they're kind of like bad and mean.
Great Godhelm, allow us peace in this
So let me just
and
bob
beyond.
back to camp again for a second, and we'll dump this guy over here as well. Drop. There we go. So some dead drow for Cordia to return to the Underdark for reasons I don't know. I make up my own stories in this game. I make up my own missions. Who needs missions? Who needs actual quest journals when you make up your own stories? I don't know. Okay, so back in camp, and we've got Gale, Halsin, Astarion and Shadowheart. I think Astarion's going to help us be sneaky. You know, if we're going into this place where, you know, there might be traps, this old temple is probably going to have traps. It's probably going to have a lot of locked rooms, a lot of treasure chests. I feel like we need a lockpicker on the team. And honestly, Lae'zel is pretty good at lockpicking, so she can do that for group 2. Who do I want to talk to in that case? Let's go and have a quick chat with Gale.
Is that blood?
Actually, no. Do you know what? We need to prioritize. We had some, like sexy kissy time with Shadowheart in the last episode, so I think we need to check in with her.
All's well, I hope.
Of course, unless something's the matter.
No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed.
That night meant a lot to me, and I hope there's more to come.
I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
So they did have a discussion again. They've had sort of a similar upbringing, a similar background. Cordia being raised in the Underdark, which is kind of a brutal society, a brutal system, and she was somewhat protected from it because she's got the dragon sorcery, she's got the scales. I think her mother, who the matrons of the houses of the Underdark are very powerful, and so I feel like she would have you know, she would have seen that she has that sorcery, and maybe some of the other houses would have seen Cordia as a bit of a threat. So she maybe was a little bit more protective of her than, you know, children in the Underdark normally get afforded. More because they saw her as an asset for the house than, you know, as a bit of a weapon, having these inherent powers, than somebody who is, you know, than any kind of maternal affection, because that's not really a thing with the drow. Yeah, she was also raised by her mother sent her to a priestess of Lolth to be raised as a kind of Underdark priestess, but you know, she managed to escape and get to the surface, and she found a listery and, you know, has been on a better path ever since. And so looking at Shadowheart and hearing the way that Shadowheart talks reminds her a lot of like the mindset of how she was raised in the Underdark, especially like she has like a mother superior and things like this, which is, you know, kind of a drow thing. So you know, I think she's very worried about Shadowheart. As a cleric, she kind of wants to support her and she respects her choice of religion, but yeah, she's definitely seen some signs of maybe not the best childhood and maybe not being raised with a lot of love and support. So, you know, they are kind of kindred spirits in that way. And again, she does want to be a Dark Justicia. So let's ask her more about that. Let's say, tell me more about the Mother Superior. Oh, you seemed intrigued when Halsey mentioned Dark Justicias before, because he mentioned that if you go the Underdark way, there's rumours of Dark Justicias down there.
Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shar worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful.
As long as I've prayed to Lady Shar, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justicia. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shar, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justicia is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shar's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
So again, that sounds very familiar to Cordia, you know, again, being raised as a priestess, similar to, because they're both clerics, you know, Shadowheart's been raised to praise Shar and follow Shar's path, and Cordia was being trained to follow Lolth's path, and Lolth is an evil spider goddess, and she kind of rules the drow, and she kind of pits them against each other. She's really mean, and so Shadowheart talks about kind of like finding a home there and being saved and being raised and nurtured, and yet, you know, being told she's not ready. And that's where the difference lies between them, I think, because Cordia has been, you know, was kind of sheltered and then pushed to become a priestess, and, you know, maybe she wasn't ready. So there's a bit of an opposite there with them two. Do you think she'll ever relent? And it makes sense as well, like, to go and, you know, seek support from Shadowheart's people. You know, they are a powerful group of people, they're good fighters and things like this, the Dark Justicias. So, you know, to go and get their help in this situation, it does make sense, you know, like the enemy of your enemy is your friend sort of thing. Like, although Cordia may not necessarily agree that the Dark Justiciars are a good thing, or that she particularly likes the Shah mentality, she can at least respect the religion and, you know, see that they could be a really powerful ally. Anyway, do you ever think she'll relent and make you a Dark Justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
And that again, like, Illistery is a goddess of hope. Like, she is a goddess of light and hope and, you know, possibility and being saved and things like this. So while Cordia's going to think that, she's not going to necessarily say it. Again, she's very respectful of Shadowheart. Shadowheart's very passionate about her beliefs. She's just going to say, thank you for sharing. Let's choose this. You and I, we share something special, I think, and I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
Admit it. You've never had a relationship quite like this one, have you?
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Is that it? I thought she'd be soppier with me. Oh, fine. Fine, Shadowheart. I'm gonna go talk to Gale.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
I think we'll save those conversations for another day, I think, actually. So Halsin stood over here, making himself at home in our camp. He's not a companion yet, but he has said that he's going to come along with us.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
And again, Cordia, she's got that hospitality, so she's going to say, oh, she did have a bit of a flirt. So, at the celebration with the tieflings before, I hope I didn't come on too strong. I got caught up in the moment.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
Well, I'm glad I didn't leave a bad impression then.
A bad impression? Impossible.
How are you faring out here at the camp?
With such stimulating company? Never better.
Again, I'm not here for a full-on lore dump from Halsin because there's a lot of options there. I think we're going to start with the Underdark because that's what we're looking for, right? What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. Eralyne was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. I'd start there.
Okay, that's the plan. So let's go back to the... Oh, actually, one more thing I need to do, because I did say about taking these drow home. Where have they gone? I think I can speak with the dead on this one. I don't think I can on this one, because they already did it. But this one is the one that we just got from Joaquin's Rest, who was, like, attacking the place. Dirge has already spoken to him. But this one, the one that attacked Halsin and Nettie had him in her, like, little clinic. We kind of stole the body. And I think I can do speak with the dead on him. Hopefully Halsin's not going to like shout at me for this. Have I got the scroll? I know Dirge has the necklace. Speak. Oh, that's spiel. Speak with the dead. There we go. Yes, look.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
So we do have this special drow option, which is making me regret not doing it on the guy from Joaquin's Rest with Cordia. Your name and house. now, again, women have authority in the Drow society.
Ned Ciaranis of the Absolute.
There is no House of the Absolute.
No houses. All equal in her love.
You can see why the guys are signing up to that, because again, it's a matriarchal society, and the men are not considered as important as the women, and so you could understand there may be some unhappiness about that, and you know, if someone else comes along and says, hey, I've got this society that you could join where everybody's equal, you don't have houses, there's no kind of tier system, you could understand why they would sign up, right? We've got this one, why would you serve? Drow are born to rule. But I don't feel like that's something that Cordia would say. I don't think she would believe that, so I'm not going to say that. That's more of the lolthy kind of Drow. But this one, she would be interested. Again, Alistery, clerics of Alistery are kind of tasked with finding the good Drow and getting Drow out of that kind of bad society and to create a better society. So how many Drow are out there?
Minthara. Back at camp.
Oh well, we did knock her out a little bit, so I don't know about that. But who killed? Well, was it Halcyon? Where did you get your tadpole?
The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Where did you start following the Absolute?
Moonrise Towers. Initiation.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay, so there's two ways that people are getting the tadpoles. The way that happened to us, where we got abducted by the Mind Flayer ship and forcibly had the tadpole put in our eye. But it sounds like a lot of people are also signing up. They've got some kind of like recruitment thing going on. So I don't know, man. Can anyone pick these up? Shadowheart, are you strong? Can you pick these dead bodies up and we'll take them with us? Can't pick up too heavy. Well, do you know what?
I have a lot on my mind.
In that case, do we have any strength potions? Because I've made this my mission now. This is happening. Elixir Cloud Giant Strength. That one might be a bit too much. 27. I'd rather save them for something important. Okay, you can rest here at camp and we'll find a nice spot for you and come back for you later. Let's go and look for this entrance to the Underdark in the Goblin Camp, which is actually a temple of Selûne. Okay, we've got a little bit more XP there. Sweet. Yeah, but this area is pretty clear, I think. I don't think we left anyone standing. So let's go back down to Priestess Gut's room.
I've got a long road ahead.
And go and look for this hidden entrance to the Underdark. So again, like I said, it was a Selûnite temple. Selûne being like a good aligned goddess of the moon. She is a goddess of light. And she's the sister of Shar, the goddess that Shadowheart worships. And they have this kind of like yin-yang thing of like light and dark.
I'll give it a shot.
So they are kind of goddesses of balance in that way. Good, evil, light, dark. So yeah, this is where where Priestess Gut drugged Dirge and chained him up in her quarters. So yeah, this is where Dirge was kept prisoner. And that's Priestess Gut there. So if we just go over here, I do think there was something that Dirge missed in this corner. There we go.
What's that?
Yeah, so this pretty thing here, the eyes, and it's meant to be 7 like stars. That is the symbol of Selûne. Because she's the moon, and the moon is followed by like 7 stars, which I think are actually planets, but they look like stars, so that's kind of the symbology there. Oh dear. What happened to you? Oh, thank you for the free scroll of aid. We'll take it. So this must be the place that Dirge was talking about.
Something over there.
This, I think, leads to, you know, the room that has all the smoke powder in that the guards are kind of guarding next to Priestess Gut's room. So if you've got any, like, small characters like halflings, I think they can go through there. Oh, yeah, there you go, see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that is definitely a Selûne symbol. So this must be the place that Dirge was talking about. Perhaps we can find the entrance. I'm just going to have Shadowheart go over here. Now I've got a habit of getting people stuck over here because you can jump down, but then it's quite a big jump back up. And only strong characters can make that jump. So there we go. Little bit of extra goodies there. But Shadowheart is strong. She has strong, sexy, thick thighs, and she can make that jump. No problem.
All right, what now?
Okay.
Never wanted the easy path.
Interlocking circles with moons and stars. This must be the seal mentioned in that journal.
Better take a closer look.
Okay, so the book says, thus the interlocking circles will bring the full moons to match the stars while casting darkness where it belongs at the bottom. So full moons at the top and darkness at the bottom representing the Underdark, right? So I'm going to assume that north is up, perhaps? Oh, but having said that, there is a symbol of Selûne there as well. So I'm going to guess that... I'm not guessing because I've done this before, but I actually figured it out right the first time I did it and then couldn't do it when I came... Like, the next time I played, I couldn't figure out how to do it. But, yeah, so we're going to get that... These are representing the full moons, right? And these are representing, like, no moon. So we need to get all these, like the black dots to the bottom one, and the bottom one being the south one. So we just have to play this little kind of like turny ball game. It's funny that she doesn't turn on top of it. You would think that she would. Like, you spin me right round, right round.
This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
So there you go. So this door is opened up over here. If you can't do the puzzle, or you can't be bothered doing the puzzle, if you can see this lever, you just have to have someone run over here and you can pull the lever and just skip the puzzle entirely. I don't know why. I'm wondering as well, like, could we put like a statue of Selûne on here? Would that work? You know, like we've got like the little idol of Selûne. Maybe that would open it too.
Here we go.
Oh, we can all level up. Oh no, Shadowheart can't. Oh.
Such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
Shadowheart just called a story and a parasite. Oh my goodness. So I don't know if Shadowheart's going to have anything to say about being down here because, again, this is very, very Selûne. And normally when she's around Selûne stuff, that thing on her hand hurts. It's like Shah's punishing her just from being in proximity to Shah stuff. So I think I'm going to level up Team A now, and then we'll switch later to Team B and kind of level them up separately. I've been toying with the idea of like giving her one level of like Ranger or Druid or something and getting like the Find Familiar spell. I basically want her to have like a little spider that chases her around, but maybe there's a different way I can get that. I don't know. What does that do? Charm animals and plants. I don't need that. Yeah, we're going to level her up as sorcerer. I do like to get sorcerers and wizards and clerics to level 11 as fast as possible. And I know she is a cleric as well, but she's mainly a sorcerer. That's who she is, right? So let's go to cantrips and take, what do I want to take? I kind of like Shocking Grasp. Again, I am making her electric theme, so that makes a lot of sense. And then spells. There's so many good spells, man. I don't need See Invisibility anymore, do I? Hang on. Let's change See Invisibility because I don't need it because I've got Volo's Eye. So before I forget, I'll swap that out for something else. We've got Invisibility, which could be useful. I do like Cloud of Daggers. I wish there was more like electric themed spells because that's her thing. I'll take Ice Knife. Ice Knife's good. I could double up with Gale. It is a good spell. It does level up. So yeah, that's going to be a handy one to have. I do like Scorching Ray, but she's not fire themed, right? It doesn't make sense for her to have that. And then she gets Darkness anyway, just because she's a drow. That's fine. And then she gets to pick a feat as well. And as tempted as I am to get Ritual Caster and be able to do Find Familiar as a ritual, I could also do it as a wizard, right? Find Familiar. And then I get like a little spider friend. Is that silly? Is that a really silly thing to do? It's probably not the best thing to do. I'm probably going to go for Warcaster. As much as I want a little spider buddy. Oh, but I really want a spider. I want a spider buddy, guys. If I do Ritual Caster, I can get Find Familiar as a ritual, and Longstrider, which is really handy, and Speak with the Dead. I've already got Speak with Animals. Longstrider is good because you can just put it on everybody, and if it's a, oh, it says level 1 spell slot, but didn't it say I can do it as a ritual? Doesn't cost a spell slot when cast outside of combat. Yeah, I might take that, and then I can just cast it on everybody at the start of the day and get like a little spider friend. I know I should take Warcaster, but I'm going to be stupid and do that. I'm going to be stupid and do it for the roleplay. Ooh, what's she got here? Class features, destroy undead. When you successfully turn an undead creature, it also takes 4 to 24 radiant damage. Wow. And then she's got all these spells that she can pick from. Okay. Have we got, right, oh my god, we got level 3 spells. This is good. Let's get rid of Cure Wounds, and we're taking Spirit Guardians. My advice to you guys, if you play with a cleric, take Spirit Guardians, especially going into Act 2. Like, it is so good. It's so overpowered. And if you thought Shadowheart was bad in the beginning because she kept on missing with that Sacred Flame, like, Act 2 Spirit Guardians is where it's at with Shadowheart. There's also Beacon of Hope, which is quite fun. Your allies will regain maximum hit points possible when healed. They also gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. What am I doing? Where am I going? What's the best thing to do? She can also speak with the dead. I do like Mass Healing Word. That can be really handy. I think I might take out Silence for now. We could always pick it back up again later, but I don't think we're going to need it in the immediate future. Okay. Gale, my little wizard boy. Okay, so we get spells, and I'm going to take Fireball is so good. Haste is really good. Haste is basically like the Potion of Speed. Oh, but Lightning Bolt, also very good. And Counterspell. He's got so many good spells right now. Do you know what? I reckon we can get Firebolt from Scroll. So if I take Lightning Bolt and Counterspell, I'm going to hope that we've got... Actually, let me come out and let me see what he's got in terms of spell scrolls. Because that might...
and you shall find me.
If we can learn it from a scroll, there's no point taking it now. We need to take things that we can't learn from a scroll. Yeah, we've got a Fireball there. We've got Flight, so we can take that from a scroll. He's got Scorching Ray, so we can learn that from a scroll as well. I don't see Lightning Bolt. There's this lightning spell, but it's different. I don't see Counterspell. Okay, Gale, level up. So basically what this means, as a wizard, you can swap your spells out at any time, as long as you've learned them. So learning them is what we're trying to do here with Gale. We can learn Fireball and Fly from the scroll, so we need to unlock things that we can't unlock from the scroll. I really like Haste. Target yourself or an ally to become hastened, gain an action, become faster, and gain +2 to armor class. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that and Lightning Bolt for now. I really like Counterspell, but I don't know if we're going to be fighting any spellcasters, so yeah, I might hold off on that. And then we'll just get rid of the cheeky closet for a minute. We're going to take that. Let's get rid of Detect Thoughts. We'll take Lightning Bolt. What else do I want to take? Now, I think that's pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with his spells that he's got equipped there. So, accept. And Astarion. So, do we want to keep going with Rogue? We basically only get a feat from that. I do like dual wielder for him though. You can use 2 weapon fighting even if your weapons aren't light, and you gain a +1 to armor class while wielding a melee weapon in each hand. You cannot dual wield heavy weapons. Actually, I need to come back out because I'm not prepared. Right, so Gale now, if we look, we can right click and we can learn the spell. There you go, and now he has Fireball. So if we want to switch that out for something, we can just go ahead and do that kind of whenever we want. I might switch it out for Witch Bolt. I don't use that as much anymore because it is concentration. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage. So yeah, dude, we're done. And he can also learn Fly and things like that. So yeah, and he can just use them whenever he wants to. So Astarion though, what have you got going on for you? You are using 2 weapon fighting. I do like you as an archer. Sneak attack is 6 to 23 damage. Because basically I could level him up as a bard, but I do want to stick with rogue, I think, a little bit longer. And so for his feat, Alert's really good, but he already rolls quite high on initiative anyway. So I'm thinking maybe... Sharpshooter? Your ranged weapon attacks do not receive penalties from high ground rules. Ranged weapon attacks with weapons you are proficient in having... Yeah, I would toggle that off. I wouldn't use that, I don't think, unless I had a really high probability of hitting. But your ranged weapon attacks do not receive penalties for high ground rules. So I feel like he's more likely to have advantage in that situation, so he's more likely to be able to do sneak attack. I'm also thinking about maybe giving him Martial Adept, which is what Lae'zel uses, and having things like disarming attack. But it could also, as another option, if we did something like Ranger, which is also using dexterity as his ability modifier. See, the thing is, if I give him Fighter, it's using strength and he's not a strength person. So I think the best thing to do is actually to continue to level him up as a rogue and just take that feat. I think we're going to take Sharpshooter. No, I think because I don't want to level him up as a fighter, but I do like the idea of him having things like disarming attack. I think I'm going to give him Martial Adept. I'm going to give him disarming attack, and I do like trip attack, because that gives you advantage then if they're knocked prone. There's also menacing attack, which frightens them. If they're frightened, they can't move. I think trip attack, because then we get like, I think it's like advantage if they fall prone. They can't move or take actions, bonus actions or reactions, and has disadvantage on strength and dexterity saving throws. Attacks against a prone creature have advantage. So I'm more likely to be able to get like a second shot on him, especially if I'm playing with Dirge. So I feel like that's quite a good idea. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with him. Okay, that's the plan. Hey Dirge, you can wait. We're not leveling you up yet. Alright, so that is my levels. That was a little bit complicated, I feel. But what that means now is that because we're out of combat, I can go ahead and I'm pretty sure I got Longstrider, right? Where's Longstrider? There we go. So Longstrider gives you an extra 3 meters of movement speed. And I can just cast that on everybody and it lasts until long rest. And it doesn't like, it's not concentration, it just is. There we go. So can you see everybody on my team now has Longstrider. Everybody gets an extra 3 feet of movement speed. So that thing of like, if you're ever in melee with somebody and you're just like a foot away and you can't quite get the hit on them, and you're like, I wish I had a bit more movement. Like that's gonna make the difference in combat. Basically, it's a really, really good spell. And I didn't realize that you could cast it just like as a ritual until long rest without it using spell slots until really recently, so I'm quite excited to have made that discovery. So yeah, that is really, really cool. Love that. And then I can also, as my other ritual spell, get not Scratch, although I love Scratch, I can go ahead and get myself a little spider. Yay. And then Gale can get his cat. Oh, he's got his cat. Where is it? Where's Gale's cat? Why is Gale's cat here? What are you doing? Get to the goblin camp. They can't travel through waypoints. Oh, fine. I'm just going to resummon him. Crying out loud. Find familiar. Cat. There we go. There we are. Okay, we're set. Right, we've got our companions, everything's good. Let's explore this Temple of Selûne. So turning round, it's very interesting looking.
Can't slow down.
Something going on over there. There's also these little side rooms, so let's go and see if we can get any treasure. Astarion, I need your expertise.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
I'll guide you. Sweet. Critical success. Of course, it's Astarion.
How many
The
died
greatest
today?
thief that
How
ever
many die
lived.
tomorrow?
That ever walked the
Another step
land of
forward.
Faerun. Words are hard. Putting these fires on so you guys can see better. Okay, there's another one here.
What's that?
Hidden treasure room. We love to see it. Any traps? Yeah, thought as much. Ooh, healing potions. We'll take them. That look like gaseous form or necrotic resistance. Okay. Astarion, could you do your thing, please?
Such depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
It actually is beautiful.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom. This is something else.
I'm sorry, I realise I'm very tappy with my keyboard at the moment. When I replace my keyboard, I'll try and get like one of those quiet ones. Okay, Astarion Disarm. Yeah, so again, Cordia is from the Underdark, and I do think the Underdark is very beautiful. I love the look of the drow. I love their, even though they're not nice, I love kind of the story of them. They've got a lot of depth to the characterization of them. And of course, the Underdark is not just home to the drow, it's home to all sorts of different creatures and races.
Easy.
Easy. Yeah.
These things have stayed interesting.
Ooh, Selûne robe. Weave Eater. Whenever the wearer succeeds a saving throw against a spell, they regain 1 to 6 hit points. Armor class +2. So I don't know if that's going to be as good as what we've got on. Drow leather armor you considered proficient. +2 to initiative. That's really good. But I don't know. I like wearing the new stuff, so let's take that. And should we have a look at what that looks like on us? So that's my drow armor. We are going to a drowy place, so it makes sense to wear it. Ooh, that's fancy though. Armor class 19. It's actually better. Sometimes armor works like that. It's weird how it works. I might take that. Pretty cool. And what's this? Short Cape, Arcane Enchantment. You gain a +1 to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Selûnite Protection. When the wearer has mage armor, each successful saving throw causes the source of the saving throw to take 1 to 4 radiant damage. When concentrating, you add your spell costume. I kind of want to put that on Gale. Shadowheart could also make use of it, but it looks kind of fancy on Gale. I like it. And then we've also got Luminous Armor, Radiating Shockwave. When the wearer deals radiant damage, they cause Radiant Shockwave. Well, Shadowheart's miss radiant damage, but I don't really want to take a Dark Justiciar armor off her just yet, because, you know, she wants to look the part. If we run into Dark Justiciars, I want her to be like wearing the armor, you know, looking the part, be recognizable to them. Okay, so there's also this chest here.
Castle with bones.
Careful, I'm behind.
Glad I decided to bring Astarion with us, because it was going to be Will, and we would have had trouble like lockpicking all these things otherwise. Okay, perfect. You never let me down, Astarion. Great job. Helmet of Smiting. When you apply a condition with one of your smite spells, so that needs to be... do you know what, actually? Karlach has smite. I think she's got like the legendary smite of Avernus. But also Will is my paladin at the moment. I gave him like 1 paladin and he is very charismatic. So I think I'm going to send that to Will. Cool. Okay, let's keep looking around. Oh, I don't care what you say, Shadowheart. The eye motif is very beautiful, especially with it all lit up in the firelight like that. Let's go in here. Anything in here? You see what I mean? It's like her eyes are glowing. So look at how absolutely beautiful this place is. So Cordia's going to look out here and see that there seems to be some like... I mean, it says petrified drow, but she wouldn't know that yet. She's just going to see these like petrified statues and wonder what that is and want to go and look over there. Okay. Some more trappy things. Let's go back this way. And let's have a closer look at this Selûnite statue. Maybe Shadowheart might want to say something about this. Now again, Shadowheart is not a fan of Selûna. What do you think, Shadowheart? I think it's very beautiful. So if we look out there, we can get a glimpse of the Underdark. Oh my goodness, a Minotaur is coming. A Minotaur is coming. I think maybe we should back up. Get away from the gates, guys. So that he is getting kind of blasted, so we can see that this is a security system.
Get back! More effort than a pit of spikes. Credit where it's due.
So yeah, maybe we don't want to go out there without disabling the security system. What's up here though? So there's a skeleton here. He looks like he might have been a bit like a last man standing. Oh, a nice key. We'll take it. Maybe that opens the gate. Not that I want to do that just yet. This place is dark, but the lady's light shines yet. Just as the drow had almost broken through, Jarrus railed the last of the initiates and charged forth. For a moment, the cavern shone with Selûna's own brilliance. I'd have gladly gone with them, wound or no, but Jarrus bade me stay and hold the gate till his return. I am to keep the records too. I'll save space to write of his victory. It's been days, hours, since we collapsed the tunnel. They were supposed to return after the battle. I cannot dig it out on my own. My eyes won't get used to this darkness, but I can hear them stripping the dead. I'm sorry. I haven't learned the death rites yet, but I will hold the gate, I promised. This final entry is barely visible, more faint scratches than legible writing. Sorry. Sorry, it sounds like the people who built the Temple of Selûna, so the priests or the guards, led by this Jarrus, they seem to have been maybe attacked by drow, or I don't know. It says that they were digging something out, but it also says that they went off on an expedition and didn't come back, and he held the gate, and he held the gate to the end, so credit to him. Okay, let's go in this little room over here. Oh, there's a waypoint. So the first time I came down here, you know that fight between Shadowheart and Lae'zel? Like, Shadowheart just jumped on Lae'zel, like, out of nowhere, basically. It wasn't even like a long rest. She just in the middle, like, I got that cutscene out here. Okay, so there's another journal that we can read. Faded logbook. Signs of life near the outpost. Intelligent, clearly trying to hide. Still can't find the mysterious shapes. They know to cover their tracks, possibly drow. The next entries are too faded to read. Led them south. Rumours of a spectator there. Let the Underdark solve its own problems. So maybe that's why they're statues. Maybe it's a spectator. Minth saw the statues down south shaped like drow. Spectators shouldn't do that. What? Anyway, that's one less problem to worry about.
Better not be cursed.
I was wrong. I should have made more attention. I should have paid more attention to the drow sightings. Should have known they were only a prelude. Stupid to think we'd outsmarted them. This will be my last entry. Minth will keep the records from now on. So I wonder if that was Minth who was at the top there. Minth and Jarrus. So is there anything else in here? There's some bellows. Don't seem to be doing too much. Potion of healing. Maybe I can set that on fire. Not the potion of healing, the fireplace. Anything else there? I don't see anything. My camera angle's gone a bit funky. Torch. Okay. Any supplies? Healing potions? I think we might need them. No, that's not going to do it. Okay, well... Oh, look, an open window. Well, maybe you can go and inspect those drow. I am supposed to help them. They might be clerics of Illistery. I really should go and inspect it and find out. There's a scroll here if you're, you know, following what I'm doing. Okay, guys, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm probably going to save before we go out there. Okay. Okay, guys, wish me luck. Be cautious, everybody. Wait, can I cast Mage Armor on myself until long rest? Yes, look at that. Can Gale do it too? No, why can't you do it? Cannot have armor equipped. Does he have armor equipped? What armor does he have? They're not armor, are they? Oh, his hat's armor. What if I take that off? There we go. That's probably going to be the better thing to do, right? Always prepared until long rest. Yeah, let's get our mage armor on. I'm not so sure about this place. It's hard to play a gig in this town and keep a straight face. Again, I'm from the Underdark, so I know the environment very well. These are torch dogs. They actually explode when you go near them, so we'll destroy those now. Oh, there's a massive one right there. That would definitely have blown us off the edge.
These boots have seen everything.
I think I've made it safe. Let's go. So I think I do have some potions that can unpetrify these drow. I'm not sure if Shadowheart maybe has something as well that we could use. What happened here? Shadowheart! Oh, he's really going for Shadowheart. He's paralysed her? Don't you chomp my Shadow... Oh my god, Shadowheart's down. We can use the darkness to our advantage. It's a shame we don't have Will with us because he can see in magical darkness. Okay. Well, that's the situation. Right. So, are you okay, Cat? I wish Dirge was here with me right now. Dirge would know what to do. Look at this guy. So spectators are like a classic D&D enemy. So I kind of love this fight. What I'm gonna do. Astarion doesn't need to concentrate. And I think we've got a globe of invulnerability. I'm gonna have Astarion cast this. And this is gonna make it so that we literally cannot take damage. As long as we're in the globe. Who's that there? That's Cordia. I've got Gale back there. Okay. I'm gonna do it about there, just to make sure everybody is in. Gale might have to heal a little bit. Okay, is she okay, Shadowheart? And then we need to get Shadowheart up. So I'm gonna get a potion of healing. We need a pretty big one, I think. Potion of supreme healing. There we go, that'll do the job. I'm gonna drop that. And where is it? Because where did it go? I can't see it. Where did it go? There it is. For some reason it wasn't showing up. If I put that right next to Shadowheart. Is that close enough to it, do you think? Fingers crossed this works. I don't really want to waste a big one, but... Did that work? It didn't work! Damn, I just wasted a potion of healing. Because I can't throw it as a bonus action, that's the thing. Okay. Astarion hide.
Time for a new approach.
I think he just had the potion. God damn it. Okay.
Let me recite their demise.
Gale. Just get Shadowheart up. I know that was his action, guys. And then let's get Gale kind of over this way a little bit.
May it please, Mistra.
And yeah, we're just going to hold, basically. We're just going to hold. We've got the Globe of Invulnerability up. Fingers crossed Astarion's well hid, so they're not going to, like, knock him out of it.
Can't stay idle.
Cordia, though. I want to do, basically, right, my game plan here. There's about 5 or 6 of these drow. And we need to unpetrify them, but I only have 1 or 2 potions to be able to do that. And I don't have the spell that allows you to do it yet. But the spectator unpetrifies them on his turn. So if we can survive and just knock his health down and not attack any of the drow. Basically, he's like mind controlling the drow to attack us. So I have a bit of a game plan of what I want to be doing here. I'm going to ice knife him. I'm going to level 3 ice knife him. And just try and knock his damage down, but not kill him yet. Didn't do a huge amount. He doesn't have any resistances. I can quicken spell. Let's try. Do you know what? I was talking... I don't know what to do. Let's do Chromatic Orb. And let's do... Let's do thunder damage. Level 2. And then I'm going to have her tuck right back in there again.
Don't waste a step.
Under the globe of invulnerability. I don't mind about being blinded. As long as we can step out to attack, it's fine. See, he's unpetrifying them. Oh no! Oh, what did he go for? He went for Gale's cat. I couldn't tuck him in time. Right, can she move forward? Is that... Oh, I was hoping that she'd be able to like run into that potion of healing. Okay, right. In that case, we do need to heal. And we need to do a big heal. Where are the big potions of healing? There we go. That's not too bad. Okay, and that's all she can really do. She's lost her action because she was down. Okay. We're okay, we're fine. We're not too worried about these guys. We're not trying to kill them. The spider's okay. I'm so sorry about Gale's cat, guys. Right, Astarion. So he's sneaking, so I can get him to come out, basically. That's too much. He won't be able to get back in again. Okay, if I come here... So he's vulnerable now, but he's got enough movement to get back in. He can see. He's not blinded anymore. Can I get a sneak attack on him? Path is interrupted. Why? That's so annoying. I would have to come all the way. I can't get an attack on him. Can I get a fireball on him? No, there's no good way of doing it. He's in a weird position. Wait. Can I get him there? I think I can get him there. Right, hang on. Yes, look at that. Okay, go. 18 hit points. Not bad, Astarion. Get back in there. Oh god, can he not get back in? Yes, he can. There we go. And then hide again.
Let's find some prey.
Okay, good. These guys probably can't damage us. Fingers crossed. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Right, Gale. Take a step out. And then what have you got, mate? You've got a nice little sweet fireball. There's no drow around him, is there? I don't want to accidentally hurt the drow. Again, I don't want him to move too far. So I'm trying to get the angle that Astarion had. I mean, he can Misty Step back. Let's just go for it and then I can Misty Step back, right? Not bad. We're not doing a huge amount of damage to him. I feel like we'd be doing better if we had like, you know, like Dirge with us or someone like that. You know, Lae'zel, Carlite, they can all do a lot more damage than we can, but we've got the glow, right? So we're playing like a bit of a waiting game. So I can step out of the darkness there. I've still got enough movement to get back in. And I am going to... I've got Cloud of Daggers, but I don't feel like that's the best thing to do. I'm just going to Ice Knife him again. Let's level 2... No, let's level 1 Ice Knife him. Again, we'll just kind of pick at him. I don't want her to move. Why is she moving? We're just going to chip at him. Again, we're biding our time because he can unpetrify the drow for us. And once he's dead and they're not mind controlled anymore, you know, they might be friendly. Okay, we're good. See? You shall fall into oblivion. Shall we though? Okay, let's step out again to about there. Again, we've got enough to get back in. And Shadowheart, you are pretty OP. Do we go with a Guiding Bolt, guys? Level 2 Guiding Bolt. You did 13 damage, that's respectable, that's fine. And she's back in the globe of invulnerability. You can see because you can look here, or you can look next to them and you can see kind of like they've got the globe. So you only have to be just inside it to be invulnerable. Oh, you don't heal him, guys. I'm just leaving the spider in there. He can just hide. Okay. Please don't heal him, guys. Like, I know that you're his mind control victim, but still. Right, Astarion, please tell me you can get a hit on him. I don't want you to have to move too far, mate. Right, can he go this way? Or is his path blocked? His path is blocked if he goes that way. It's the spider. There we go, we can do it.
Mutilate them.
Okay. Back in.
Let's go.
We've got our technique, guys. We're playing the long game with this one. It looks like they had little love hearts around them. That was cute. Okay. Again, let's get Gale just to here. And I think I'm going to firebolt him again. Is that level 3 though? I should have gone with Cloud of Daggers, but I thought he was going to move.
The
Nice
lesson
knight.
is death.
Okay, we're alright. We're doing okay. Alright.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Sorry, this is not the most exciting. Sometimes, you know, doing things the safe way is not the most fun to watch. So I appreciate you guys all watching me. I mean, I could Cloud of Daggers, but... Oh, do you know what? I'm going in with a Witch Bolt. At least I can get him again on the next round. And I could honestly... Oh, I can't do Quicken Spell. Fine. Get back in here. Oh, I should have made him wet. That's what I should have done. Oh, there's another guy. What are you gonna do? He's invulnerable. You can't do anything. What are you trying to do here? What are you trying to achieve? Could inflict wounds on him. Oh no, let's stay safe and we'll go with Guiding Bolt again. So again, I want to get out of the darkness because darkness is going to give us a disadvantage because we're blind. We're basically just guessing where he is at that point. Let's just chip away. We've got this. And then back in.
Heading there.
You're right, mate. You all just woke up from a long nap. I know you're a bit groggy right now. Okay. Oh, okay, this is it. The thing has gone down, so we need to actually kill him now. Okay. Historian, can you just get here?
This will do nicely.
Come on, Gap. You've got this. Advantage. Let's go. Right in the eye. Perfect. Okay, I think we should talk to these boys and see what's going on with them. I'm going to save first, though. Okay, there are actually a couple of drow that are still petrified, it looks like. Can I get someone to talk to this guy? Okay, let's go and talk to Duon.
Dream in red.
Dust on my tongue. I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are?
So he asked him to parley, but was going to ambush him, and then he brought a spectator and got one up on him, and he's calling him a twit. Again, like, she's from the Underdark, she was raised in drow society, she understands the social customs, she knows what's expected of her, and as a female drow she has authority over him, especially because she is from a noble family. So she would say, accustomed to a little bit more respect from a male.
My apologies, mistress. I am still coming back to my senses. I am Dawn, third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard. A container onto which brief mental impressions are projected and stored for years at a time.
So you can say pretty, I'll take it. You definitely have an advantage being a female drow in this situation, in this conversation, just so you guys know. You can use Disguise Self, Shadowheart has that spell, if you want to take advantage of that, but you can handle it in different ways, you know, however you want to handle it. So you can say pretty, I'll take it. But I don't think Cordy would say that. I think she'd want the information, so she's going to say, it's fading. It seems like you've been frozen like that for a while.
Far, far longer than I realized. Then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Filro?
Forge, you say? Interesting. I'm gonna save now before I do something stupid, so... So while this conversation's happening, I'm gonna do a little switchy to Shadowheart, and
I must keep
I'm
going.
gonna come over here, and we're gonna put on Pass Without Trace, which gives us, did I do Pass Without Trace? I did. Which gives us a +10 bonus to stealth checks. I don't think that times out. I think that is just concentration until long rest. And then I'm going to have Astarion come over here.
Over there.
Oh, watch the torch stalk. Watch the torch stalk. Don't go near the torch stalk. And fingers crossed this works. A scroll of greater invisibility. And then sneak. And we're going to go and try and pickpocket this guy.
The softest touch.
It says we need to roll a 3 basically, so we've got a really high chance of doing it. Okay. Can we also get the memory shard?
Oblivious.
Sorry, just go over here. Just go over here. Well done, Astarion. Let's go back to the conversation. Sneaking around back there. What forge?
The Adamantine Forge. If it had been found, the name would ring throughout the Underdark. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no, they hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone.
I'm sorry, who has the shard? Who's gonna find the forge? So I can say, you'll claim nothing, hand over the crystal, I'll take it from here. I could just do that, but obviously then he wouldn't be able to because we've stolen it. Alone? Don't you still need your rival's research?
They knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, true enough. But I know its location. The rest I can figure out with time. Now I am the only one searching. Or... almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me. But I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
Really? Really? I was gonna free them.
If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no, they hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone.
You'll claim nothing. Hand over the crystal. I'll take it from here.
You bloody well... I mean to say, mistress, I have undertaken this research myself, beholden to no house or hold.
Oh, House Bartol, you said. Excuse me. House Bartol, you said. You'll be welcomed back. All the male heirs died, I believe. Let's see if this works. I'm not going to use the French cantrip. Like, I don't trust it anymore. We only need to roll a 5. I think we've got this. Fingers crossed.
Then my brothers have perished in my absence. With no sons to replace them. The memory shard answers to the passphrase, Dawn, Lord Archmage. Just an aspiration, mistress. But if my house now has room to honor me as I deserve, I have no need to chase relics any longer.
Okay, so
Curious.
it's important to me playing as Cordia that we get along with the drow as best as we can, and we're not like necessarily fighting them, even though they are technically the bad guys. Because like again, my tummy's rumbling. Again, it's the idea of like she's trying to give them all a redemption arc. She's trying to give them all a chance to be better, like, and lead by example and that kind of thing. Even though she just did steal off him. Speaking of which, speaking of stealing off him. And do a little bit of a sneaky. Now you can steal the shard off him this way, but you don't want to do it before he tells you about it, because then he realizes it's been taken. But he has something that I want, and you don't want to let him leave the area without getting this, trust me.
A little chicanery.
So he has this icy hell, and we need a 3, which we should do. Unless we roll a 1, we've basically got this.
Quick and easy.
There we go. So you definitely want to get that off him. There you go. Good work, Astarion.
I have such a headache.
And we can go ahead and we can like revive some of these drows as well. I think I have the potion to be able to do this. Again, with Cordia being a good person, and even though these people are bad, she's still thinking like, I want to try and save as many people as possible. So can I throw this? Throw, and we'll save one of these guys. This one seems a little bit safer. He's not quite so close to the torch stalks. So that's one guy saved. Nice, good job. So basically what this Dawn is telling us, I'm so scared of those torch stalks. Can we just get away from those, please? What this Dawn guy is telling us is that like him and 2 others, so there was like three drow, and they were looking for this adamantine forge, which is, it's going to be like something to do with like forging good weapons, which obviously like the drow are quite a militant society, so they would have an interest in finding this ancient forge, and he's a wizard as well, which is why he's got such a big ego. Not all drow are quite so full of themselves. It might just be a Dawn thing.
Speak with Dawn.
So let's see what these guys have to say.
Talk to Dawn. I must rest.
And there's this guy here too.
Oh, Zarsunartean. Flesh, once more. Your spirit is mighty and your will strong. Let these words alone be my thanks.
Thank you. So they're not all bad, right? It's just that one guy who's kind of arrogant. We get this drow hood, which gives you dexterity saving throws. I kind of love that for Astarion. I could wear it myself, but I think it looks really cool on Astarion being like a rogue. And there's this guy here too. I like this guy.
Go on and sidle up to the wizard. He'll talk your ear off if you let him.
That was very funny, yes. What are you doing later? It's cute. Okay, so we do have to help that guy as well. I kind of want to get the torch stalk before I do that, but I'm scared I'm going to like trigger a fight. I need to save before I do that. I'm so scared of doing everything wrong. Okay, hopefully they don't take this as a sign of us like fighting them. Oh yeah, they did. It's a good thing I saved.
Time to defend yourself.
I keep getting into trouble with these guys. So I was caught as well pickpocketing them, which I'll put a clip in of like Astarion just getting caught. He must have rolled a 1.
It's a mild larceny.
It seems you've pushed your luck too far. Time to defend yourself.
Yeah, also, like, if I pick the wrong dialogue choices, he does attack me, so I did choose a peaceful option there. I'm just going to leave that torch stalk, and they can deal with that themselves. Let's keep going a little bit more. Oh, Shadowheart probably needs to heal a little bit there with those. There we go. Back to full strength. We're all good. There's this little chasm creeper that we can grab. And then I hope you're far enough away from
press
this.
ahead.
I don't want to like blow you up. Oh, what's this as well? Viridian crystal. Viridian? There we go. I am not going near this place. Like, this is not something I want to mess with.
Be cautious.
Having said that, I did find out another tip the other day where you can basically put... Who's quite strong? Shadowheart, can you throw this body? No, she can't pick it up, but you can like put things on top and it'll stop the smoke coming out and it'll make it like safe to go around. But I don't think there's much down there. There's this alchemist flask. I don't know. I might explore that area another day. There is something that I want to do before we wrap up with this episode.
Interesting times.
So if I jump across here, like this, and we come down here.
Death.
We can go over here. It's saving. That's normally a warning sign. Okay. Oh. Oh. Something's coming. Something's coming. What could it be? I am gonna... Where do I want to go here? Because we need to get everybody into position, basically. I'm gonna have Cordia go all the way back here because she's a spellcaster, so she's got a little bit of range. I'm gonna have her hide.
Don't draw any attention.
And then
Can't
turn.
afford to stay idle.
And then Shadowheart.
Must
Shadowheart,
keep going.
come a little bit closer. You've got this. You've got a little bit of melee, so I'm trusting you here. You've got inflict wounds, so being a bit closer with Shadowheart might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna hide again.
Which way to the nearest light?
Gale as well. I'm just going to separate everybody a little bit as well. I don't want everybody to get too close together. Let's have Gale go about there. I'm a bit worried about him getting knocked off. But he's also quite hidden there, so that could be a good position. And then Astarion. Again, Astarion... I kind of want everybody to have a little bit of range. I might have him just jump back across here. No, I can't do that. Let's just go there and hope for the best. And the spider as well. Spider, you can definitely get out of here. Just hide. There we go. So it's basically giving us one round, one turn to get set up for what's coming. This might be a terrible idea. Okay.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever.
Don't think it saw us. Okay. 125.
Don't waste a step.
Damage. We're not actually in combat with it yet. Glad daggers, do we think? Let's have a look at it. So let's look at the boule. It's like a big mole. It hasn't got any resistances. It is territorial. It'll attack other monstrosities before going after smaller prey. Oh, we could have got the boule to fight the other thing, I think. Okay, it's got dark vision, opportunity attack. I just have to hit it and hit it hard, I think. What do I want to hit it hard with? Cloud of daggers. I don't know. I think ice knife because it could fall prone if we're really lucky. And I'm going to go quite high. Not enough movement. Exit turn-based mode. Wait. Everybody move closer. Where's it going? It hasn't actually seen us. We could technically sneak past it. Oh, it's going again. It's going again. I'm scared. I don't know what to do here. I do know that I want to go in there. So it gives us a warning that it's coming.
Breathe
if we
quiet.
sneak,
Move with care.
we might not trigger it. Watch this be like famous last words.
What path lies before me?
I do want to go in here before the episode ends. Okay. There's a chest. Is there a key anywhere? Like, what have we got here? Spider egg. Skull. What's this here? On educating the faithful. Grand Matron, right? So drow stuff. An expert from a lengthy speech by Grand Matron Toarie, first delivered in Menzoberranzan and recorded by a Sildur spy. Praise be to Lolth, mother of all drow. Her web binds us, body and soul, and strangles the unworthy before they can draw breath. Those who stand before me have proven their worth. You shall educate all new converts to Lolth's laws, using any means necessary. Many of them fear the goddess, as they should, but their faith is not yet true. Their minds are simple, and should be treated accordingly. They must follow the order of every priestess like a sacred decree. So again, like Cordia was going to be a priestess, she would have heard speeches like this. They must never cover their eyes and insult Lolth's gift. They must honour the house that raised them from their pathetic, treasonous origins. They must keep our secrets upon pain of death. Ensure their death is public, should the time ever come. Lolth smiles on those who are creative in matters of torture. Torture. Shadowheart knows a thing or two about that, apparently. So that is what we've been dealing with, guys. Yeah, the drow are not the best, especially those who follow Lolth, which I don't. I don't, just reassuring you. Secrets of the Matron. Gale is inspired. Nice. So let's break into this. I was like, spider, but it's my spider. I'm sorry, guys, about Gale's cat that got. I do try and save them whenever I can. I just have them get out of the way, but he rolled low on initiative and I just couldn't. It's a summoned cat though. It's like a Fae cat, so it's not really here. It's actually from the Fae realm. So when it dies, it's still there in the Fae realm. We just summon it back. It's like a ghost version or like an astral projection of the animal from the Fae realm. Like same with my spider as well. Like it's not really here. Like when it's summoned, it's not really here. Okay, try again. The first failure of the day. At least it wasn't an important one. Oh my god, really? Oh, okay, there we go.
A resupply stash. I wonder if Lolth's pets left anything good.
Lolth's pets.
Mine's never quiet.
Okay, what does this say? Dark Mother, weaver of destiny, offer us a blessing to slay your foes. May they be strangled by the threads of fate and dyed red in your image. Lolth be praised. Like, the Lolth people are absolute nutters, honestly. I'm glad Cordia got out of there. But we do have more basilisk oil, so that's good. And we've got some dry wood. Do you know what we forgot to do? Are you all screaming at me right now? We forgot to loot. I forgot about the bullet. Hide.
To be cautious.
We forgot to loot those bodies. We forgot to loot the spectator. I think he has like cool drow armor or something, if we're lucky. Once I had like a mod that randomized loot rolls, and I got some really good dark justiciar armor from it. Okay, back over here. Please leave us alone, Boulette. We don't want none of what you're selling. Oh gosh, keep ungrouping instead of doing the thing that I want to do. There we go. Okay, hopefully they've not looted the spectator. Where did it die? Where is it? Oh, it's there.
Open up.
Poor sad guy. We've got the spectator's eyes, ray of fear and wounding ray. What did Ray do to deserve all this? Frightens your target, deals 2 to 16 necrotic damage. I might give that dirge then, because I did say that I wanted dirge to be necrotic. There we go. It's not that good, to be honest. Okay. What am I doing back up here? I am unpetrifying the drow. That's what I'm doing. And hopefully he doesn't immediately die to the torch stalk. And hopefully they don't attack me for helping this guy. Throw. There we go. You're welcome, sir. I'm going to talk to him. I just want him to get away from the torch talk a little bit.
Oh. Dawn's your man.
Okay, he has just woken up. That explains why he doesn't have too much to say. Okay, so we've got quite a few options of like where to go next. So we've got basically, if I can get my camera angles a bit better, we've got that whole area. If we go out of the front of the Selûne Temple, we've got that whole area there to go to. And also like something up here that might be interesting to Cordia. But we've also got all this area down here to go to as well. Like there's a whole like structure there that we could visit. There's quite a lot down this way. So yeah, the Underdark, it's so beautiful. Like I love the Underdark. Like it's so pretty. And I think Cordia would enjoy it as well. I think Cordia there would be something familiar about it, right? This is where she grew up. So something about being enclosed, you know, it feels safe. She feels protected by the caves themselves. And then it's so beautiful with all the like glowing crystals and the mushrooms that like that are probably quite dangerous. But, you know, she is feeling very at home here. You know, this place feels strangely safe and welcoming to her. So she does feel like she's on the right path. And like, this is a good idea for her to... I think she would see this, like this event of like rescuing all these drow. I think she would take that as like a sign that she's on the right path. Like this is what she's meant to be doing. She's saving the drow like Elistori wanted her to do. And yeah, they might still be not the greatest people, but they deserve a chance. So that's kind of like her thought process. So yeah, we've got a lot to explore. The entire Underdark, right? Basically, we're still in Act 1. And I see Act 1 as having like 3 parts to it. And this is like... The Underdark is like Act 1 0. or 1.1 or something like that, or 1.2, and there's like a whole other section that we'll go to as well at one point. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying. We've got a lot ahead of us. This is a long game, and yeah, and hopefully you don't mind that Dirge kind of took a bit more of a backseat in this episode. If you're a big Dirge fan and you're like, where's my Dirge content, the next video is going to be a Dirge video, so kind of watch out for that. And I am going to go. Do I want to record videos back to back? Haven't had breakfast yet. Maybe I do. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, I'm gonna go, and I hope you enjoy. And yeah, check it out. My videos should be going up on Fridays, so stick around, stick with me, leave me those likes, comment please. I love to see them. Thank you so much to those of you who do comment. It makes my day when I kind of load up YouTube and see that there's a comment there, so thank you so much. And yeah, all that good stuff. I hope you have a good week. Stay safe out there. Don't pickpocket drows. It's a bad idea. It goes horribly wrong. And I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.
I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a